James is the son of Rick and Ann Young. He has earned the honor of co-valedictorian by having earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 and will continue his education by attending Harvard University, where he plans to study biomedical engineering. It's my pleasure to introduce to you valedictorian James Richard Young.
Good evening, friends, fellow classmates, teachers, Dr. Hanel, Mrs. Blazak, board members, and families who have had the ambitious challenge of raising us the past 18 years. It is truly my honor and privilege to stand here before you tonight and leave you with something to take into the life ahead of us. Over the past few months, I've been trying to craft a speech that you will hopefully remember and utilize in years to come. My speech today centers around this, a standard number 2 pencil. You can find them just about anywhere, and it's something all of us will use for the rest of our lives. While simple, the pencil is one of the most impactful tools in the course of human history. It has allowed artists like Da Vinci to sketch his famous ideas, our first president, George Washington, to survey the Ohio Territory, architect Gustave Eiffel to construct plans for the Eiffel Tower, and authors Hemingway and Steinbeck to write their best-selling novels that a few of us unwillingly had to read in class. We used pencils as kindergartners to create bridge-worthy drawings, as middle schoolers to fill out our Camp Rotary journals, and as high schoolers to fill in circles on bubble sheets. Some of us, you know who you are, were even ambitious enough to use them as projectiles, aiming to stick them into the ceiling currently above our heads. You may be wondering, hey Jimmy, that's great and all, but how does that stick of graphite sandwiched between 2 pieces of wood have anything to do with my life? To which I would respond, great question, I'm glad you asked. If we give it some deeper thought, we can take an ordinary object like a pencil and compare it to different aspects of our everyday lives. Pencils come in all different sizes, shapes, and colors. Even though the average pencil is narrow and long, some are short, others fatter. Some are even bendy. Even though the average pencil is yellow, pencils can be any color you can imagine. Humans, surprisingly, are no different. You can probably imagine what the average human looks like, yet we all look different. Some of us are tall pencils, some are short, some are thin, others thicker. Some are straight pencils, while some are curvy ones. Some of us are white pencils, some of us are darker ones. These differences, however, do not make any one of us better than another, nor define us as humans. We just happen to appear different. On spring break this past year, I had the opportunity to listen to an astronaut give a speech at NASA. She had an amazing story with humble beginnings, but she said one thing that stuck out to me more than anything else, and that is this. From space, you cannot see any borders. We are truly one people living on one planet, together. Just as all the pencils serve one purpose, we too serve one purpose, to simply live a meaningful life on this planet, collectively as pencils, as one species. With that being said, all pencils start out dull, without a point, unless of course you're willing to spend the extra $1 and get to the ones that are already sharpened. When we are born, we are too young to comprehend our purpose in life. In a way, we're just dull pencils, searching to find a point. This isn't a one-time sharpening either. Just as a pencil becomes dull, we too may lose our point to life along the way. There's nothing wrong with this. We just need to sharpen up. Sharpening can occur from numerous sources. So far in our lives, our sharpening has primarily come from our family, our friends, and our teachers. Whenever you get a chance, thank these people, for they are a huge part of the reason why you're going to receive your diploma here tonight. On behalf of the class of 2018, I'd like to thank you parents, friends, teachers, and other staff for the long days spent with us to ensure that we go on to live successful and meaningful lives. Throughout life as pencils, we will continue to refine, change, and sharpen our purpose that we aim to fill, our point to life. Once you have a point or a goal, it is your choices and decisions that draw the path to it. The average pencil has enough graphite to draw a line 35 miles long, or write 45,000 words. When you use a pencil, sheets of carbon rub off and are left on the paper layer by layer. Just like a pencil, you rub off on the world around you, leaving your mark layer by layer. The graphite represents how you use your time in life. I encourage you all to leave layers of love, kindness, compassion, and humanity. Make each moment meaningful and impactful on not just the world in our little bubble, but beyond the limits of Lake City. I can promise you this, there is so much more to see, visit, explore, live, and experience beyond our little town. But as my Aunt Kim always told me, remember who you are and where you came from. I encourage you all to dream big, challenge the norm, think differently, be different. Naturally, just like dreams and ambitions, pencils can be broken, snapped right in the middle, ruining your perfect point. Maybe one time as a kid you had your pencil broken by a classmate, something completely out of your control. At some point in your life, you may become broken. It may be something you had no control over. A new diagnosis, for example, a death of a loved one, or another serious family conflict. There is good news, however. Broken pencils can still be sharpened. It takes a little more work than one that is already in good shape, but it can be done. Broken lives can still be fixed, but with hard work, it takes time, but with hard work, perseverance, it can be done. Directly opposite of the pointy end of the pencil is the eraser. When drawing or writing, mistakes are bound to happen. In life, the same is true. This is when you use your eraser to right what is wrong, to turn mistakes into success. We are all going to make mistakes. Some will feel unbearable, others will be trivial. Some mistakes will require a lot of erasing, and that is completely fine. The most effective eraser in most cases is admitting your wrongdoing and saying a simple yet meaningful, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." As I said earlier, the eraser is opposite the tip of the pencil. It is at the end of the life of the pencil. Our lives all start out with a full pencil length, or lifetime. On average, 7.5 inches, or 78 years. At this point in our lives, many of us are 18 years old. We have already used approximately 1 3/4 of an inch. Statistically, we have 5 3/4 of an inch left, 60 years. While I wish that all of you have many more years than that ahead of you, we all must face the uncertainty that is life. We never know how many inches are left, how many years remain. We cannot control the number or the day when we will run out of lead to sharpen. We can all control to a great degree, however, each second of every day that we live in. Be wise about how you use your time, your remaining graphite. And so now I finally leave you with this. I hope from this moment forward you will now look at pencils differently, life differently. I hope all of you will find meaning and purpose, no matter the type of pencil you are. I hope that even when your dreams may become broken, you will persevere and sharpen again through the pain. I truly wish that you will each make the most out of the remaining pencil you have left. Our 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, once said, "Never before has man had such capacity to control his own environment, to end thirst and hunger, to conquer poverty and disease, to banish illiteracy and massive human misery. We have the power to make this the best generation of mankind in the history of the world." The pencil may be a small tool, but as pencils, we truly do have the power to change the world. Thank you, and I wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavors.